few people that I might actually despise, but this guy is definitely one of them. This is about Mouse Productions video. I know this guy as a guy who constantly wrong, invents some contradictions and tries to force them on people while in actuality he's the only one who lives by those contradictions. I will demonstrate it with his video on private versus personal property. Well, I don't really care about his definition of private property, which he defined as everything you use to acquire profit, because it doesn't make any sense. My every property is private one, no matter what I use it for. But his definition of personal property and the way of acquiring it is quite interesting. Let's hear it.
Talk to a capitalist and ask him how he came to garner such property. Then ask him how his forebearers came to garner it. And when they eventually come to the end, they should tell you that it was probably garnered by violence. In which case, challenge him to a duel.
Well, here's where you come to contradiction, mate. Even though private property might be acquired by violence, the guy who actually bought it afterwards does not acquire it by violence. But even we'll go further. Let's say we have a tribes, like 5 tribes in one land. They established borders between their respected pseudo countries. Those borders might not even be protected by violence, like in the case of leopards, the animals, you know. They might come to war with each other, but that war does not give them the property rights. Property rights are given by mixing land with your labor. That's how it works, not with violence. Violence is only one component to making it actually private. And it can only be used in good societies as a defense mechanism. So nobody will tell you that he's acquired or his ancestors acquired the property only because of violence.
Can raise some problematic situations. So, for example, what if somebody owned 1,000 acres of land and used it entirely for the purposes of leisure?
Then it is his land and he can use it for what he desires. It is none of your fucking business, mate.
Without making any money off of it. And then you might need to ask, how on earth is somebody supporting 1,000 acres of land without putting it to any use? And probably what comes of this is that they are exploiting profit in other ways to some effect.
What comes of this is none of your business. It's his land. He, as far as I'm concerned, by this picture, is not using violence to exploit you on his property. So it is his private property, and you can go and fuck yourself.
In which case you need to ask them whether or not they can justify 1,000 acres of land simply for their own personal.
Nobody needs to justify anything to you. And here when you come to contradiction again. Let's say he's not justified anything to you. So what do you do if he refuses to give you land? What do you do?
Or can it be put to a better measure? Now,
How can it be put to a better measure if guy refuses to give you the land he owns? The only way I see it is you either buy it, which you won't because you communist, even though you pretty much have better life and money than I do. I saw your fucking house. Well, another type of acquiring property is violence. So the only way your communist revolution can happen, in the case you just described, is by beating that guy to a pulp or threatening him to do so and taking away his land so it can be more efficient, so to say.
now obviously no individual can constantly own a railway for personal use, which is why there's a third type of property.
If no individual can constantly earn a railroad for personal use, then neither private nor personal property actually exists in your society, mate. Because if it's not privately owned, because railroad can be used to make profit, nor is it personally owned, because I cannot force anyone to stop using this patch of a railroad on or the whole railroad itself. So neither type of property actually exists in your society.
Collective property, whereby it is owned by a group for and for society.
That's a complete illusion. Collectives don't exist, only individuals do. So, collective property only exists if you have oligarchy that decides on a certain day or fucking week who going to own what. That what your communist society will come down to, and it's an inevitable result of it. I don't know how you don't see it, mate. I don't know how you can be so stupid.